KCMMB is a group of public works officials who came together in the late 1990s to create a better, more durable concrete. They developed a specification that met the need for their municipalities and constituencies by addressing deficiencies related to durability. It is a concrete specification developed for public works officials by public works officials.
I'm George Binger with the City of Lee Summit Public Works Department, and I'm a supervisory engineer.
I'm John Sullivan. I'm the Public Works Director for the City of Westwood, Kansas.
Hi, I'm Mike Ross. I'm the Manager of Technical and Administrative Services for the City of Overland Park, Kansas.
My name is Doug Wessel-Schmidt. I'm the City Engineer for the City of Shawnee, Kansas.
My name is Joe Johnson. I'm the Director of Public Works for the City of Leawood, Kansas.
KCMMB was organized to provide owners and municipalities with a more durable concrete product. KCMMB was established with an ultimate goal of providing better concrete in the Kansas City metro area with long-term savings resulting from longer life. This goal has already been realized by the members of the KCMMB.
Overland Park has had a pavement management system now since 1985, and in the late 1980s we decided to add curb inspections to our inspection program. And after a number of years we discovered that curbs that had been placed using the limestone concretes that were available at that time started to fail after 5 or 6 years, and after 10, in many cases there's a fairly widespread failure.
We had looked at a lot of the curb that's deteriorating in our street using the standard limestone concrete.
We're out on State Line Road, just south of College. In 1994, we improved State Line Road. We widened it to 4 lanes and added curb and gutter. After about 10 years, the curb started to fail.
The limestone mixes were not holding up due to freeze-thaw.
In just the city's mill and overlay program, I'm spending a couple $100,000 a year to replace curb that I shouldn't have to replace. So that's taking away from the streets that I can overlay.
And at this point, we're looking at about a $46 to $48 million cost to replace the curb we have within the city.
By switching to the harder aggregate and assuming it would last for 35 years, the limestone would last for 15 to 20 years, gave us a cost benefit to switch to that harder aggregate.
One of the initial concerns when we were looking at the use of this mix was how much more was this mix going to cost. The only cost difference we were seeing was the cost between locally produced limestone aggregates and hard rock material that was having to be brought in.
For ease of use, KCMMB created a website to provide the specification to anyone who needs to use it. The site is www.kcmmb.org. All of the information you need as an owner is contained on the website and is easily accessible 24/7.
We came across KCMMB as one of the efforts here in the Kansas City area to improve the quality of concrete. And what we saw was very promising. And what we found is it's a very easy system to use. We can go on the website and it's real easy to spec either a 4K or 5K mix. All the mix designs are there, so it's very easy for us to tell a supplier or a contractor, here's the mix to use. We can give them that mix design. And we know that that mix design is already reviewed, approved, and tested every year, so we know we're getting a good quality mix.
One of the reasons that we looked at KCMMB was to come up with a good concrete mix using hard rock. The problems that we have with the old mix with limestone, it's real hard to tell if you got good limestone or bad limestones. It's very easy on our inspectors. All we do is show up in the field, take a look at the mix design from the ready mix company. If there's any questions in regards to the aggregate, then what we can do, we just take a handful of the concrete, wash the aggregate, and make sure that it's either a granite or a quartzite rock.
Any supplier wishing to provide KCMMB concrete must submit a mix design. Each mix design provided is reviewed for specification compliance and posted on the KCMMB website. Anywhere from 70 to 100 mix designs are approved yearly. Multiple mix designs are submitted by the suppliers for uses ranging from slip-form curb to precast storm structures. A centralized review process provided by a consultant creates consistency for the KCMMB members.
One of the biggest benefits that I see as being part of the KCMMB organization is an administrative standpoint. The mix designs are submitted to the KCMMB board and reviewed by our consulting engineer on an annual basis. Therefore, I never have to, or my staff never has to, review mix designs. In the past, we'd have to review those on a project-by-project basis.
The biggest thing for us is the convenience. Not only for us, but the convenience for private contractors that are doing concrete work. You know, they don't have to submit a mix design to me to get it approved. They just call up a ready mix company, say, hey, City of Leawood, I need a 4,000 KCMMB, and they sit on site. So our inspectors go out there, they can check it, they can get the ticket. So it's a real convenience, not only for us, but for those contractors working in the city that have to do concrete work.
The KCMMB membership for a community our size is very affordable. It's based on population, so we take far more from this process than we actually have to pay monetarily. One of the primary reasons we joined KCMMB, as a small municipality, we're not really able to create an impact or change the industry as far as material specifications go. Collectively, by working with the other communities and forming the KCMMB, we were able to have a voice in the material that's being utilized in the concrete in the metropolitan area.
The nice thing about it is you're not an individual city working all by yourself. You've got a collaborative group working together to basically come up with a real good concrete product.
The state of Kansas approved as job special provisions KCMMB as a specification. So if we want to use KCMMB on a federal aid project, and they work with us both in projects that we administer and that they administer to make sure that we get the good durable concrete.
At the City of Shawnee, our specifications are adopted by our City Council, so therefore when we needed to go to and wanted to go from a limestone-based mix to a hard rock-based mix, we needed to present this to our City Council. We presented them with examples of limestone-based concretes that we're no longer performing in this particular area, so therefore we presented them with the alternate, which is the hard rock-based concrete mixes.
The board's mission is and has always been to make durable concrete, period.
One of the concerns initially was the cost of the material. We had contractors telling us it was going to cost you a lot more, and what we found was the difference in price was generally $1 per foot per curb. And in our mind, it's a lot cheaper to pay an extra $1 a foot per curb the first time around than it is to pay $22 a foot to tear it out and replace it. One of the other benefits that the city has gained from being a member of KCMMB is we meet quarterly with other cities. We correspond via email, phone, and we're able to learn from other cities' experiences. The other thing that we're able to do is, as we pool our resources, we can continue to do additional research. We've got representatives from the concrete industry there. We can ask questions.
In conclusion, I would recommend all cities, counties, even DOTs that are working in the Kansas City metropolitan area to use this mix. As a taxpayer, I would like to see that my tax money is being used in a product that lasts a long time.
Ask how you can realize these benefits too.